Hello and welcome to Conestoga News. I'm Tyler Gregg and this is my co-anchor, Brittany Lees. Movember is a time to raise awareness for prostate cancer, which is one of the leading cancers in males. And what better way to do so than participating and showing your support by growing a mustache. The mustache demands respect, confidence, and more importantly, catches the eyes of millions. This in turn begs the question why? Well, when someone asks you why, let them know you are doing this for man.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, but that does not mean all cheers and ho-ho-hos. With the Christmas season comes something else that many may not even know, but affects some deeply. Seasonal depression is at its most harsh during the late fall and early winter. How can you avoid it this year round? Well, here are some tips and tricks. Spend 30 minutes outdoors, increase indoor lighting, set a timer on the light to start your day, but most importantly, smile.
Now for this very interesting story about Elmira's famous Maple Syrup Festival, but we will let Connor Cheeseman take the glory on this one. Connor?
Elmira, a small town with a population of only 12,000, is packed in the streets. People from across Ontario, Canada, and the globe have come to visit the Elmira Maple Syrup Festival. The first festival was held in 1965. The expected amount of visitors was 2,500. Instead, they served 10,000. The festival is home to many different foods, most including a special ingredient for which the festival is named. There's lots of maple syrup, and of course, there's lots of pancakes.
I waited in line for pancakes for about half an hour, 35 minutes. It was well worth the wait. The pancakes are big and fluffy, and the syrup was hot and sweet. It was so worth the wait.
Not only is the festival home to great food and fun family events, it also helps to serve the community. 2,000 volunteers help to set up the festival, and many of the proceeds go to different local community groups and charities. Among them are the Regional Waterloo Library. Another group is the Boy Scouts of Canada. Philippe Richard volunteers his time with the organization.
First Elmira Scouting has been involved with the Maple Syrup Festival for almost as long as it's been around. Our adventurers, who are doing log sawing just over here, they come out at 1 o'clock in the morning and they help lay out all the markings for the booths where the vendors set up.
The Elmira Maple Syrup Festival currently holds the Guinness World Record for the largest one-day event of its kind. A pretty proud accomplishment for this town with only a population of 12,000. From Elmira, I'm Connor Cheeseman.
Thank you, Connor. Wow, I didn't expect a lumberjack competition at the Maple Syrup Festival, but you can count me in next year.
The Kitchener City Hall was holding a cross-cultures festival that included various performances and events for all to join. Here with the full story is Miles Cloutier. Miles?
Those who stopped by the Rotunda meeting place the night of April 8th were met with music performances and booths from local and international artists.
I'm here at City Hall where behind me Cross Culture magazine is holding their annual peace concert.
Throughout the evening, the music ranged from jazz to pop to classical and Aboriginal. Performers of all ages were out and the crowd was just as diverse. Along with the various acts on stage, there were booths representing different organizations. One of the musical acts was Anne Jael, the blue-faced man. A doctor by trade, Anne Jael says he travels volunteering his time to spread nonviolence, peace, and acceptance for all.
Canada is especially a country made up of immigrants and people who have come from abroad. Like even a German is a Canadian, even a French is a Canadian, right? People we fought against are Canadians.
Anne Jael says bringing performers together like this is the non-violent way to bring attention and spread a message. He says some use guns, but peace is the correct way.
So the good way is portraying or bringing out, this is what I have to offer to my community, to my country, my music, my songs, where I say, hey, don't shoot nobody or don't kill somebody, something like that.
It's a wonderful tool for helping the youth understand the world around them, because it's not lame, you know? In a medium like music.
The unique venue provides plenty of spaces for attendees. This acoustic singer-songwriter commented on the nice natural echo.
Founded in 1991, Cross Culture's mandate is to promote peace and understanding between all Canadians. For FY 247 News, this is Miles Cloutier.
I did not know that the Cross Cultures Festival included face painting. Well, now I know. Now let's take a look at what we can expect for weather in Ontario and Waterloo region over the next few days. Our meteorologist, Christine Woodward, will fill us in on the details. Christine?
Hello all you weather junkies out there. Now I know you've been enjoying this nice Movember weather we've been having, but now it's about to take a turn for the worst. For your local forecasts, Monday we'll be experiencing a mix of snow and rain with a high of 4 and a low of -2. Not too bad, but you'll still be feeling a little bit wetness. As for Tuesday, we'll be seeing some sun with a high of 8 and a low of 4. But that all changes for a Wednesday when again we'll be experiencing some scattered flurries across the region with a high of 2 and a low of -5. Getting pretty bad out there, folks. As for Thursday, we'll be experiencing some variable cloudiness with a chance of rain, high of 5 and a low of 1. And ending off the week on Friday, we'll be experiencing again some cloudiness with a high of 2 and a low of 1. Now let's take a look at our satellite view of weather in southern Ontario. It's going to be a cold one of Sudbury of -8 today, almost hitting an all-time record low. As for Windsor, we'll be experiencing some 4 degrees with possible freezing rain. Watch out for black ice when you're driving at these close to freezing temperatures. Kitchener will be experiencing 3 degrees today, while Toronto will be experiencing slightly colder weather at a high of 2. Now going over to the capital now, Ottawa will be experiencing -4, slightly colder than the average for this time of year, but still not too bad. Now that was a look at your weather for southern Ontario. Now back to Tyler.
Thanks, Christine. Or should I be saying no thank you, because that weather just looks brutal. Now for all you dog lovers out there who have been considering adoption, Cambridge Humane Society will interview you to determine your fitness for ownership of our furry little friends. Over to Vanessa Gardner, who has more details on the shelter. Vanessa?
According to the workers at the Humane Society, it is a happy environment where every employee and volunteer take pride in their job and love what they do. Even though they wish they could keep every animal that comes in, they are looking for loving people to adopt. They will not just let anyone adopt, however. The shelter supervisor, Kat Bancroft, explains a little more on the adoption process.
There is an adoption form that you fill out. It's not first come, first serve. It's who best fits the dog and what lifestyle will suit it best. So we ask some key questions, and with that we can determine whether the animal is right for these people.
That is not it for the application process, however. Once they think a person is suitable, the actual application comes into play. Paula Kells, the office administrator for the Humane Society, has more.
It's something that you feel you want to go ahead with. You have to fill out an adoption application, and then we send it into our shelter director, and it can take up to 48 hours for your application to be approved.
The Humane Society gives animals a chance at happiness and a second life. No matter how many animals are in the shelter already, they are always willing to make room for more. According to the Humane Society employees, they are fortunate enough to get to witness a lot of successful adoptions. Kat Bancroft describes the details.
We've had animals that have come in, sat here for a long time, have gone home, and then they come back and see us, or they send pictures of them all curled up on their couch, or all good and trained and just doing really well. It's good to see.
The Humane Society is looking to expand. They run off donations and strongly encourage people to help by any means necessary. They appreciate all the help and support given by the community. This has been Vanessa Gardner reporting for FYI 24/7 in Cambridge, Ontario.
Wow, those dogs are really cute and cuddly. I think I'm going to go in for an interview right after this broadcast. But first, our correspondent, Vanessa Gardner, has another interesting story about health and awareness taking place at a local seminar in Cambridge. Vanessa?
A health and wellness seminar was taking place at a local club to advise people to watch what they eat. Healthy living isn't just about eating healthy, however. Jenny Biss, who is the event coordinator for the Health and Wellness Show, explains more.
If you're going to have a choice between working out and being healthy, I would say do both, not one or the other, because they both coincide together.
Not everyone knows what being healthy involves. People might be wondering what can be done to live a healthier lifestyle. Erin Sacramento, who is the worker at the gym called Curves, gives recommendations.
I recommend making simple changes every day, whether or not it's reducing your sugar intake, reducing your salt intake, or getting out for 30 minutes of exercise every day. That's the most important thing you can do for your heart health and your overall health.
Eating healthy and exercising aren't as easy as they sound. It isn't just about looking good. Erin explains a little more on the benefits.
A healthy lifestyle has has so many good benefits, and it reduces your risk of so many preventable diseases like type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, heart disease, and these are all things that if you adopt a healthy lifestyle, you can reduce your risk of getting any one of those.
A healthy lifestyle is definitely a recommended way to live your life. Margaret Zelinka, who has a healthy lifestyle and has seen amazing results, has this advice.
If anyone has ever wanted or thought about changing the way they live, I suggest do it sooner than later. Do it now and start to reap the benefits.
This is by far the best route everyone should consider taking. This is Vanessa Gardner reporting for FYI 24/7 News in Cambridge, Ontario.
Thanks again, Vanessa. Now it's time for our favorite segment, Conus Sportska, which has some huge stories brewing in the sporting world. Now over to Christine with some facts on Crosby's return of the NFL's not-so-successful Little Brothers Championship, the Grey Cup.
Thank you, Tyler. Now, for all you hockey and Crosby fans out there, if you already didn't watch the game, Sidney Crosby made a dazzling and triumphant return to hockey on Monday's game, scoring the first goal within 5 minutes of the game. Not like it wasn't expected, though. He is Sid the Kid. That wasn't all, though. He finished the game with a 4-point night, which was one more point than his mentor, Mario Lemieux, who in his return scored 3 points. Well done, Sidney. Now over to the football game. The 99th Grey Cup took place on Sunday, and the BC Lions defeated the Winnipeg Blue Bombers 34-23 in hard-fought battles that were poured on by Winnipeg late in the game. But not enough to beat the Lions. Travis Leloup was named the Grey Cup MVP after a stellar performance, completing 21 passes, amounting to 320 yards and 2 touchdowns. BC was the first team in CFL history to lose in their first 5 games of the season, and still able to muscle a victory on Canadian football's biggest stage. And we all look forward to next year, where the Grey Cup celebrates its 100th birthday. For Conus Sportska, I'm Christine Woodward. Back to you, Tyler.
Thanks, Christine. Sports really are her specialty. With Christmas almost upon us, at the food bank is in need of support more than ever. Kitchener's Construction Food Drive delivers this support in a unique way, building a better Christmas for us all, quite literally. Mike Zakrowski has the full story.
Whether it's Noah's Ark, the Blue Nose, or even Thomas the Tank Engine, Kitchener's Construction always brings out the creativity and the admirers. This is the 4th year the competition has been in the Waterloo region. Food Bank Donor Relations Manager Gwenanne Gorgensen explained how large the event actually is.
Pictures of the winning structures get sent off to New York, and they get judged along on the international stage with about 110 other cities throughout North America and a couple in Europe as well.
The competitions take over 34,000 cans and divides them up among 14 building teams. The teams had 10 hours to build their structures without using any glue. Local businesses like Research in Motion are largely responsible for the donated cans, but drop boxes are set up along the perimeter to take donations to the food bank. Emily Gradador is a first-time volunteer for Construction, but she can see why an event like this would appeal to everyone.
It's a very big family event, and everybody sees different things. Some people are very curious by the little details, by the colors, by the way it's made, you know, the fact that it's really strong, and by the message also that it delivers. I see people very moved in front of the Canadian flag, for example.
The sculptures are put together by teams from across the Kitchener-Waterloo region, including the architecture program at Waterloo University, as well as our very own Conestoga College's engineering program. But Construction is more than just a competition. The Food Bank of Waterloo distributes nearly 3 million pounds of food each year, which just goes to show that, along with Thomas, the mission to eliminate hunger is on the right track. Mike Zakshevsky, Widespread News, Kitchener.
This just in. News that the mythical man-beast of the forest could be true. One of our dedicated viewers has just sent us this picture of the Sasquatch. For those of you at home who do not know who the Sasquatch is, he is a man turned rogue by the harsh forest who was, before now, thought to be a legend. We have reports that the police are now laying up perimeters around local forests and are setting curfews for certain neighborhoods. For more information, you can follow us on our website or on Twitter.
Wow, that is quite the breaking story. I'll be sure to lock my doors. Here from all of us at Conestoga News, I'm Tyler Gregg, and thanks for stopping by.
Good night and sleep tight, everyone.